Right, I'm going to try and fit in a game of 10-minute rapid. Just one game. If I lose a game really quickly, I might play a second one. My style of play, I don't tend to win games quickly, but of course anybody can blunder and lose a game quickly. Right, 2061, good luck. We've not played before, there's no head-to-head score. Opponent has 1500 games of rapid, so specialised in this time control. Okay, now do I do this to challenge the diagonal? I think I will actually. See, it is rapid though, so I've got to try and control my pace and not play too quickly. So c4 knight up is just very natural development moves, so I'm going to do that. And he'll strike out in the middle at some point with one of them. So what do I want to do with this bishop? I'm going to take the pawn so I don't lose the pawn. I think I'm just going to go e3. Okay. I'm going to bring the bishop up. Comes forward. So I'm going to take the knight and maybe bring the bishop up again. So let's do that. I don't think he'll take the knight. Okay. I'm going to play rook across, I think, here, just because it's on the same file as the queen. Is attacking the knight now. I can maybe take here. Knight up isn't a move, but knight back would be. Yeah, let's take the pawn. If he takes now, it's covered. Now, is queen up a move here? I think he's just got bishop down. Bishop takes, king takes. Check doesn't do anything. Knight forward's a move though, isn't it? Knight forward hits the queen. I can then take the bishop. I mean, he's fine. He can still take back, but it's a move. So I'm going to play it. And probably just trade the bishop. He'll probably just drop the queen back. So let's take the bishop. But if we trade queens, if he takes the queen, he's going to be left with an isolated pawn. And that in principle should be good for me. So he has gone with the pawn to keep the queen on the board. So queen up, bishop down is a natural move. But my knight could still drop back and there's still a threat there. I don't see an immediate threat to the pawn. I could just plant the bishop in the middle so he can't push his pawn. I guess he'll just play knight back. So I'm going to just develop the queen and try and bring the rook into the middle. So my knight has got at least one square. Mind you, only one square to be fair, so it could be a blunder this. It could be if he attacks the knight. He's gone with the bishop. So I like the idea of just rook across, bishop up to protect the bishop in the middle, threaten to take the knight as a move, with an idea of knight up here. Actually, that looks okay. Knight back. Knight forward is then not a move, but the bishop's still fine there. I think I'll develop the rook first, but I'm looking at bishop up. Maybe even bishop here. To trade and threaten a move like knight forward. Yeah, he's hit my bishop, which means it's undermining the knight now. But I've got knight forward now, haven't I? Isn't knight d7 just a strong move? Knight takes, pawn takes, and I'm still threatening the 2. It looks strong to me, so what am I missing? That's my candidate move. If bishop takes bishop, I can take the rook. But he might be able to drop his bishop back and my knight might be trapped. It looks like a good move to me though, so I'm going to play it. Let's see what he does. I see if knight takes, I can take the bishop with check. Or I could just simply take the knight back. So he has taken with the bishop. So this is where I think I grabbed the rook. he'll take a pawn, and then I have to hope I can get my knight back. But I've gone along this line, so I'm going to take, and hope I'm not blundering my piece. If I am, I am. Okay, so I need to move my rook. Now, can I go forward with a view to doubling the rooks up? I don't see why not, actually. It hits the bishop in case he takes my knight. I hope I'm not blundering, but obviously very, very easy to blunder in any position in any game of chess. He has taken, so I'm going to take back. And then I'm going to try and double the rooks up somewhere or other. Obviously, knight covers this square. So how do I do it? It might be sensible just to simply drop back, but he has this. So right now that's no good. Rook forward, he's got queen check. Queen back, he's still got knight here. That's no good. Actually, this is quite awkward. Maybe rook to b4 with a view to coming across. Rook b4. Rook b4, knight down. I could maybe play back. I don't see any other move here. Oh, I've just blundered. I've just seen it straight away. He just plays queen down, hitting the pawn. Oh, that's a shocker of a blunder. Or maybe I've got queen, rook back to f1. Maybe rook to f1. Here I've got rook to d3 though. Rook to f1 is probably the safety first move. He can have a pawn, but what do I then do? Rook across. I'm just going to go safety first, I think. I mean, rook up here might be perfectly good. But I'm going to go here. If he takes, I think I can step across. But he can then attack my queen. So I've got to be really careful. Oh, he's just hit the rook. So what's wrong with rook across then? I can obviously drop back. Yeah, I've got to start thinking of the clock. I'm miles down on the clock. So I don't want to burn all my time. I might have gone a bit too defensive here. Rook across might walk into a discovered check at some point and lose my rook, so I've got to be careful of that. Queen across, equally the same thing. There's a check threat. I need to be proactive. I need to try and create some pressure, not just be defensive all the time. So I think queen back here with a view to activating the rook. I don't see nothing better, so I'm going to do that. So rook across is a move. If knight here, I can maybe go forward. But I don't have rook here though, so he might just activate his rook. But then queen into the middle looks okay. Then we hit the pawn. Yeah, queen d4, rook to d1 looks sensible. So I'm going here, just attack the pawn with a view to activating the rook. But if he gets control of this rank in somewhere, could be a problem. Now is rook here a move? I don't think so. So I'm going here to threaten this pawn. Again, he might have knight across here, threatening a check, but right now it's covered. But so easy to go wrong. Oh, has he just blundered the knight? Take, take, and a take. I think he's blundered. Take, 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 and that should be game over. Yeah, I think he's just blundered it. I mean, any game in any position, just one simple mistake and that's game over. But amateur games are never over till they're actually over. He might resign, he might play on, and I could easily blunder back. He does resign, so that's actually a very good win for me.